Okay, so I'm here in Pensacola, Florida at the headquarters of All Pro Sound. Now let's recap where we're at. We have a beautiful Sunday morning setting going on here, right? And we're in pre-service. Everything's just going as smooth as it can be, no problems whatsoever. And you're working back at front of house, and the praise team comes in, and you're going to run up to the stage to help move around a few monitors or something like that. And that's what we're demonstrating here today. The problem that you make is the fact that you leave the front of house location with some faders open. You left some microphones open. And that's what we're talking about today is you never, ever, ever leave the front of house location unless everything is muted. So you run to the front of house, or to the stage rather, and you start moving some monitors around, and inevitably someone has a microphone similar to this, and they set it down in front of, let's just say, a monitor. You do not have time in some cases to get back to front of house, right? Because we can damage speakers, and that's what we're talking about today. So I'm going to demonstrate here in our studio of what can happen in this particular scenario. So I'm going to take the microphone and I'm going to mimic setting it down on a stage in front of a monitor. This speaker right here is a high frequency speaker out of a monitor, actually a floor wedge. And let's see what happens. So I'm going to take this, and here we go. We're going to set it down. We're going to go into feedback, and let's just see what happens. Now, I am going to hold my ears because I am standing next to right beside the monitor. Here we go. Let's do it. And it quit. So are we all good? No more feedback, right? We're done. No more feedback. And I smell smoke. So what does that mean? What happened? So now let's talk about it in class, and I'm going to show you what just transpired. Okay, so at least we got rid of our feedback. So everybody's happy now, right? Well, not exactly. Let me show you what's going on. So this horn is a typical type of horn. It's probably a little bit larger than you'd be used to, at least in a floor monitor, but it's still the same principle. This section of this horn, this section back, this is called the driver section. So inside of this driver are the little wire rounds that go around the coil that's in here that vibrates back and forth, producing the sound. So let's take a look. I'm actually going to open this up, and let's go inside of this guy and see why we do not have feedback, nor do we have any sound coming out of this. Now this is the high frequency section, so you very well still may hear the low frequency, but it's very unintelligible. This is just a cover that comes off the back of it. But this right here is called our compression driven diaphragm. Now this guy right here is kind of heated, and as I take this off, you'll see that these wire rounds are not coming out of there easily, and you can see that actually broke apart because this got so hot with the feedback that this actually broke apart. There will be a section on here that if I turn this around, I should be able to see a burn spot, and I do. It's right here, and that is where that frequency sat on this coil and actually burned a little hole through. So you should be able to see it right there. And so this is what happens whenever feedback gets into a system and we don't take care of it immediately. It can heat up and cause this problem. We'll pass this around in class so you take a look at it.